That was the first on late night. We always get stumblers on the late night questions.
That was funny.
All right, let's bring out our first guest. He came all the way to Queens to entertain us tonight. He's a comedian. Let's give a late night welcome for Purnell Holloway.
All right, come on, guys. You can make a little more noise than that. Yeah. I came all the way from Queens, New York to be here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I paid a toll and everything. Come on now. Come on, you know when you pay those tolls, it bothers you, right? Come on, think about it. I am so tired of paying tolls in New York that every time I think about money, I equate it to bridges and tunnels. Yeah, my daughter asked me for $40. I said, girl, that's damn near 2 Holland tunnels and a Verrazano. Are you out of your mind? Right? We don't have it like that. I said I might have a Triborough on me or something like that. You know, a one-way Midtown tunnel for you, maybe, you know. And if you do drive around the city, man, and you pay tolls, you gotta respect the Easy Pass, am I right? Yeah. Clap if you have Easy Pass, anybody here? Oh, yeah. Don't you feel like you're better than all the other drivers when you have Easy Pass, right? You feel like you're VIP on the highway. Right? You ever pull up to the toll booths during rush hour and you look over in the cash lanes? It's like 20 cars waiting to pay cash, right? That's one time when cash can kiss my ass. I'm serious. I love my Easy Pass then, you know, until you drive through and the Easy Pass people put your business out there. Yeah, you ever go through and the sign says, go low balance? See, some of y'all seen that before, right? I'm not the only one. I tell you, I take it personal. I get upset. I'm like, that's between me and Mr. Easy Pass, you know. You putting it out there for every driver behind me to see. I don't like that type of stuff. One time I went through, I swear, my balance was so low, the sign said, pull your truck over. I said, I better pull over. These people who play over here in New York, you know. But I'm originally from Newark, New Jersey, ladies and gentlemen. Originally from Newark, New Jersey. Yeah, man. Thank you. One of the first boroughs I got acquainted with was Brooklyn over here in New York. Brooklyn, New York. Let me tell you something. Brooklyn has some of the hardest hustling homeless people that you'll ever see in any borough. Yeah, I was at a traffic light last night, right? I saw a homeless guy at the light. He had a cardboard sign. The sign said, are you tired of people asking you for change? I said, hell yeah. This brother flipped the sign over. It said, then give dollar bills. I said, come on and get this dollar, man. You hustling hard out here, you know. There's so much going on. I'm so happy that we just got through with the holidays. Clap if you enjoyed the holidays with your family. Yeah, it was nice, right? I tell you, you ever go into somebody's house that's so nasty that you feel like you walked into a Febreze commercial? Yeah, that's how I felt. I walked in one house, I said, you should have blindfolded me. Then they try to offer you food. I'm not eating none of that. Don't worry about that. I'm not eating none of that food, you know. And I tell you, man, it's just so much going on right now. How many of y'all are happy that we got a new mayor here in New York? Clap if you're happy. Got a new mayor? Yeah, I'm just happy we got rid of Bloomberg for a change. Woo, let me tell you something. I don't know much about politics, but I know a lot about thugs. Michael Bloomberg was a thug, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, he was the only mayor to bully his way into 3 straight terms here in New York. The only one. As soon as he got in, he started telling everybody what to do. Said we couldn't smoke in the nightclubs. Then he started messing with the trans fat, with the fast food franchises. The last thing was the 20-ounce drinks. Y'all remember that, right? I'll tell you right now, if he would have messed with the Arizona iced tea, oh, I would have been protesting my ass off. Come on, y'all. The Arizona iced tea, 99 cents for 23 ounces of this shit? And you gonna take that away in this economy? I will bust you up, Mr. Bloomberg. Come on now. Have you guys seen the can that this tea come in? Have you seen the can? This shit is like a Little League trophy, this can. Yeah, that's how big it is. The can is so big, you could put it on your fireplace over the mantle with all the other trophies in your house, you know. And you're gonna take that away. And as a matter of fact, in Queens, they give you 66 cents back when you take it for recycling. I will hit you with a bag of Skittles, Mr. Bloomberg. I shouldn't be threatening nobody either, because I'm not a tough guy, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not a thug. As you can see, I wear button-up shirts and things. But I'm not a thug. As a matter of fact, if one of you gentlemen tonight said, Purnell, I don't like what you said. When you get outside, I'm busting you up. Guess what I'm going to do? Stay my ass inside. Yeah, why go outside and risk getting beat up? Right? That don't make sense. I had 2 fights my entire life and lost both of them. Yeah, I didn't mind losing the first fight. You know, because it was my first fight. I figured, oh, well. But when she whooped my ass again, I said, oh, no, Purnell going to come up with a new strategy for this, you know. I figured I was going to run home from the fight. You know, that was my strategy. But I had one of those old school mothers who didn't play that running home from a fight stuff. Yeah, I had one of those mamas who would stop you in your tracks and say either you fight him or you fight me. I came running home one time. My mother was standing there blocking the door like this. She said either you fight him or you fight me. I turned around and saw this big brother coming. I closed my eyes and punched the shit out of moms. You gonna let me in this house. Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for laughing. I'm Purnell Holloway. Thank you so very much, man. Appreciate you.
That was awesome.
All right.
Craig Lloydman hooked us up.
Yes, Craig is a very good friend of mine. Thank you. Excuse the sweat.
He's lucky.
Yes, very good guy.
So listen, what got you into comedy? And of all the professions in the world?
Actually, one of my bigger influences was Eddie Murphy.
Love him.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, the Eddie Murphys, Richard Pryor. I love Richard Pryor coming up as a kid. But actually, some of the people I work with every single night here in New York are really the ones who kind of inspired me. A gentleman by the name of Talent. Hilarious young man, yes. Yeah? His name is Talent, hilarious. He took me under his wing, and I've been doing comedy about 14 years now.
I never heard of him.
Oh, well, that's what Google and YouTube is for now. Google it.
Yeah, you got my number.
I got your number. I'll ask him to come down. He's
got your number, too. So.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Unbelievable. Now, listen, as you just said, the comics that inspired you, what about, like, Steve Martin?
Steve Martin, I love him because he's funny. He makes facial expressions. He's like slapstick as well. You know, I loved him. And there's one other guy. What's his name?
Red Fox?
Red Fox was hilarious.
Yeah,
I never really got into his stand-up. It was always the television show that caught me with Red Fox. But as far as stand-up, there's another guy, Will Ferrell.
All right.
I love this guy. He's pretty funny.
I love Chris Rock. I think he's hilarious.
He is. And all of his material, in some way, shape, or form, seems like it's really connecting to something that's going on socially, economically, or whatever.
You know what? I saw him about 3 New Year's Eves ago with my girlfriend and Haywood Nelson from the TV show What's Happening.
Yes.
Very good friend of mine. But we went from the minute he came on stage to the minute he left, got off the stage, we were cracking up. I was crying. It was hilarious.
He's a funny guy.
He was great.
Improv.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something that you know what? I'll be honest with you. Away from the stage, a lot of times people never know I do comedy because I don't try to be, you know, ta-da, you know.
You look like a celebrity.
I do, right?
You look like somebody. I just can't
look like,
picture it.
people say I look like Magic Johnson. I don't know. Yeah. Or Ving Rhames. If you saw Ving Rhames, some people say I look like Ving Rhames, you know.
Maybe he was at the lineup at Rikers Island. I don't know. What are you doing? I saw you there. Now, listen, why don't you give us a little family background?
Okay. Well, I grew up in Newark, New Jersey, first of all. A single parent. My mom raised us 3 kids. I'm the middle of 3. I have an older brother and a younger sister, you know. And one thing I learned when you're raised by a single mom, when she gets mad and takes it out on you, she's taking it out on you. You understand? Like, I met my father through my mother's eyes and her anger. That's how I met my dad, you know?
That's funny.
Yeah, every hit. It was like she was beating me for him. That's what it was like, you know?
Well, I've seen that you've done acting in film, TV, comedy sketches. Is that something you want to pursue as well?
That is absolutely something I want to pursue. I like film because chances are when you nail it on film, it's a wrap. It's done. You don't have to do it over. Like comedy, we have to do this every night. You know, every single night you have to get on that stage and perform. But with film or acting,
it's live.
Yes, You nail your line, you nail your scene, and it's like, wow, you're golden. Like the movie Friday, they watch it forever. They love it. You know?
Yep.
And that's where I would like to go into film as well.
Well, listen, Purnell, that's your time.
Okay.
I want you to definitely come back on the show in the future.
Absolutely.
Where can people find you? Facebook?
Okay, Purnell Holloway, Purnell Holloway at Facebook or Twitter, or you can reach me on Instagram now. You have to have a little bit of everything. Hollowhead, ENT for entertainment, at Instagram. That's
You
the
should
best way.
definitely invest in like towels.
Yes, you see, I keep this because I sweat. I sweat a
Don't
lot.
worry, you can throw them to your fans.
Yeah.
All right, Purnell Holloway.
Thank you so very much. Thank you. Thank you,
meet
man.
you.
Thank you so much, Johnny. Please. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. You guys are great.